I'm Hannah.
And I'm Matt Hanna.
And this is Horror Hour with the Hannas.
Pull up a seat and don't look behind you.
Whoa.
Gonna do ASMR next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like real close to the mic and whisper into it for everyone.
The first time you did your ASMR, you actually peaked the mic, so
I don't remember.
I don't know how good it was.
Well,
if you're peaking the mic, my man.
I have to get real whispery and close like this and do the little tippy taps. How do people do that? All right, I'm done.
Yeah, you have to tap on things.
It's getting a little too intimate for the people listening in their car alone right now. You know. All right.
How do you think they feel?
I don't know. Good, I hope.
Is it working for you or not? Let us know.
Okay. Well, that was already more entertaining than this movie was. So
yeah, today we're doing our bonus episode mini review of Vicious. Vicious was written and directed by Bryan Bertino, and it dropped on streaming on October 10th on Paramount Plus. It was actually supposed to have a wider release. And then Paramount was like, no, we will not be doing that. Sorry. And then pulled it to just a streaming release. So that says a bit about the quality, I would say.
You know, I don't think it always does, but in this case it does. And that's funny. So if you're here, that's the episode. This movie stinks, but
it's gonna be.
We'll tell you why in a second.
We're going to tell you why without spoiling the movie. So if you do want to watch it, you definitely still have the option to. Yes. And I know there are enough Dakota Fanning stands out there who will want to watch it. I like Dakota
Fanning too.
Yeah, this is starring Dakota Fanning. Fun fact.
Yeah.
The back of the box description. It's not a very good one, in my opinion. A woman spends the night fighting for her existence as she slips down a rabbit hole contained inside a gift from a late-night visitor.
Sure. I mean,
in the trailer, you know that this lady shows up with a box and says, put something you love, hate, and need in the box.
Yep. Which is, like, in theory, a fun concept.
Yeah.
In practice...
Not so much.
Not so much, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Maybe it could have been. There are ways to do this.
Yeah.
But,
I thought this movie suffered from the same issue as The Box, which I predicted. If you listen to our trailer react episode, I literally said this is going to suffer from The Box treatment. Which that's the movie with James Marsden and Cameron Diaz, where they get the box and they're like, press the button and you'll get $1 million. But
one person will die somewhere in the world. And then the whole, because this was a short story too. I said this before.
Yeah.
The whole conceit of it is that you can press it, that's fine, but the box will go to someone else and the random person to die will be the last person that pressed the button.
Yes.
So, which is a great short story.
But it like devolves into like this weird supernatural crazy shit that like gets stupid.
That short story is great because it's in the title. It's short.
Yeah.
So.
And I think
this one probably could have been a short story too, actually. Yes. This would have maybe made a great 20-minute film.
That's why I'm saying, like, it has the same issue where it just, like, tries to extend to make it a full runtime and it just gets, like, fucking weird and dumb. So we're gonna break it down with our screams that slayed and our bloody messes. Do we want to start positive or negative?
Positive, so we can really lay into this after.
Give me a scream that slayed.
I don't have one.
My scream that slayed is that I really like the performance of the woman.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine Hunter, I believe her name is.
She's fantastic.
Who comes to the door. She's Arabella Figg in Harry Potter, for those who know. I think she's also in Andor. So she is... I really liked her performance in the film. When she shows up, I feel like it actually is, like, pretty tense and uncomfortable, and it's because of what she's doing.
And I think Dakota Fanning's fine. I think she needs to fire her agent, though, because, like, girl hasn't been in anything good in how long?
She's one of my bloody messes.
Oh, okay. I would say I thought she was fine, but I will say, like, I checked out of this movie so soon because it was making me angry, and I didn't want to be angry.
I think her performance is pretty, like, lackluster, pretty blah. I don't think she's doing anything particularly interesting, and I don't, like, buy into her performance at all. Like, it just looks like an actress who's not the best. Like, that's all it doesn't feel like a person. Versus, like, sometimes you see a movie and you're like, that's a real person.
Yeah, I gotcha. She might be suffering from...
a bad script.
Oh, I was going to more just say our expectations from her, like, childhood career.
Because she's a great childhood actress.
Yeah, and, like, sometimes that doesn't translate because, like, maybe that not perfect acting, plays as really cute when it's a child,
Yeah,
but when you're
be.
a little stiffer as an adult, it is not good acting.
Fun fact, did you know her name is actually Hanna?
No.
Hanna Dakota Fanning.
Wow. She could join the pod.
Yeah.
Be the third Hanna.
All right.
We could have 2 Matts, 2 Hannas.
Hanna Dakota Fanning, hit us up, girl.
Yeah.
And you can tell us, where you think the issue lied.
Yeah, I
Was it
will.
the script?
You know what? Well, then we shouldn't lay into her too much. Then.
Yeah, no. Since we'll have her joining the pod,
Yeah.
we'll stop.
Well, hopefully that would mean
I
her
think
career really goes into the toilet.
Yeah. So honestly, I hope for her that's not what happens, but it would be cool. And I do think the issue is probably more the script, but I don't think she's doing the movie favors either. Do you have? You really don't.
I
don't
really
have
don't.
Any
I think
slays.
some of the nighttime shots were lit well, which is like a big thing I complain about. So like I liked some of the candlelight type stuff and like the intimate environment that it's set in. I think helps with that.
Yeah.
And like I think that is a good setup, maybe. But
I was gonna say
this is a bloody mess of a movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say the general concept, like the starting point, I think is a slay.
Sure. Yeah.
I just don't think they use the concept well in the final product.
I have seen this used not in a supernatural way, actually in a video game, and also like Saw. Right, like put I don't know, like being forced to like do things that hurt you, and I think it like works really well. I actually kind of just think the supernatural element stinks. I keep thinking there's a game, Heavy Rain, that I played a long time ago, and there's a guy that's trying to track a serial killer that has his son captured, and like the serial killer always sends a box of origami to the father, and the father has to do these 5 tasks to try to save their son. And one of the tasks is he has to cut off one of his fingers up to its like furthest digit, or not digit, like past the furthest knuckle. And like, it's really tense and like a really interesting scene. He's just like alone and has to do it on camera. But again, it's like a short part of the game. And that's like, I kept thinking about that during this and was like, that was just so much cooler and more tense when there's no supernatural element to it. And like when you're doing it to save your son that's going to drown in a fucking storm drain because that's where the serial killer puts them.
I would say if you want a movie about a box, what you want is the short film Other Side of the Box.
That one's fucked
on
up.
YouTube.
Don't. That is really scary.
Yeah, I'm looking at the images of it
don't want
right
to.
now, and it like actively scares me. It's just
If you want a movie scary movie about a box, just watch Seven.
Well, yeah, what's in the box is like an iconic.
No, but it is the whole thing about like, okay, you need to put. I mean, she's doing her little Saw escape room bullshit. You need to find 3 things of these things to put in the box, but she doesn't actually know what they are. And then the monster, I don't even know if it's a monster. The supernatural entity actually just tells her, but then it tricks her, and it's like, what are we?
Okay, so that's my bloody mess. Is
Okay.
that I do think she doesn't really have any agency about what's actually going in the box, which
there's
I don't
specific
want to spoil
things. There's specific things that they want. That's not spoiling.
I don't want to spoil what actually goes in, but like she puts a thing in and they're like, that's not true. You don't hate that.
Yeah.
You should actually put in this, basically. And I just think that's so boring. Like she doesn't actually have any agency. And I think the other issue with that is because she's not choosing anything either. I don't think she's learning anything, really.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have to come to any realizations about herself through the process, because she's just
nothing.
like, oh, you want me to put this in there? Okay.
Can I go off real quick?
Sure.
My bloody mess. Will say this movie made me mad. Like, actually, I was like pretty fuming during it. I was pissed that I was watching it, and I was like pissed at everything it stands for. This is a movie without a single original idea. All of it is coming from movies that came before and ideas that came before, including The Box, like you said. And it just assumes that our dumb audience brain is going to go and see it without there needing to be any reason for anything in this film. There's not a single reason for any decision made in this entire movie.
I agree.
They literally just think we're stupid and they're going to feed us our little piggy slop, as I've said before, and think we enjoy it. And it disgusts me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you just think that little of us, that you're going to just squeeze whatever little drop of revenue you can out of the same shit we've seen over and over again. And that's like what made me really mad watching this, was I could tell that that's what this was. And I just like hate that this shit gets made. I think it's fucked up by studios. They do it all the time. Like you'll see one popular movie get made and then you have about 6 imitations after because everyone's trying to jump on that bandwagon without ever understanding what made the other versions of it successful. And I just think this is the exact same. So that's my rage towards this.
I just truly don't know what this is supposed to be like. What it thinks it's resembling or what it's like actually inspired by besides the box. I just like don't think it's doing anything that like makes sense to me besides pulling separate tiny tropes like you said. Like it has part of the box. It like tries to do it like tries to do part of a grief narrative, but it like very abruptly stops that. And then it tries to do this like her relationship with her sister and her niece, but then it doesn't really do anything useful or interesting with that either. Like it just doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. And I think that's kind of rooted in one of my bloody messes is that they don't characterize Dakota Fanning like at all. Nope. We know that she is depressed because she's not watering her plants and talking to her family because she has a bunch of voicemails. And that she is looking for a new job, and that's it. And then they like say that her dad died at one point. But like that's all we actually know about her. So like it's hard for us to be like, oh, you should put this in the box, or oh, like this means this to you, because we've learned nothing about her at all. So we don't care.
I'll be real, and you said something about how it's like a jumbled mess of different ideas. I legitimately feel like ChatGPT might have had a hand in writing this movie in the way that it's like kind of nonsensical and tries to,
I'm just going to say it's written by someone who's writing that I don't like.
Okay.
So that he wrote The Strangers in 2008, which I've never seen. I know people have their feelings about The Strangers, and that's the OG. I've never seen it. So I won't comment on like that. But I mean, it has a 50%. So I mean, it can't be that good. He has since written...
Hey. I like a lot of movies that have 50%.
He has since written The Monster, which was an A24 movie that was not good. And for some reason, it has an 80%, but I don't know why. He also wrote The Dark and the Wicked, which I think is scary, but I don't like the writing part. And I think it's like kind of suffers from some of the same issues. I just think this one's way more of a jumbled mess. I think The Dark and the Wicked just has like a really sinister grief narrative in like everyone just kills themselves.
Which is like a lack of understanding of what what he's trying to do in both movies.
So like what he's trying to ultimately say with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my point when I say feels like ChatGPT, it's because it feels like it plagiarized about 8 other movies without understanding what it was plagiarizing and put it all together, which is like what AI does when you ask it to produce art or produce writing. So that was kind of the way I was alluding to it. Mm-hmm. But maybe it is, I just don't like his writing. This movie just pisses me off. Like it either feels like that or it feels like a studio exec got about 6 of their buddies together and they all just tried to throw things in. So that's really harsh since this guy is maybe just a solo writer. But
yeah, it's just him.
It's not for everybody, dude. Like I'm just gonna be straight up. This disgusts me.
Yeah, his career is just not for me, I don't think. Like, I would never be like, oh, it's Bryan Bertino wrote this movie. I should go see it.
We're usually not this mean about stuff, but I do feel like we could... We're not spoiling, but while spoiling, could really go through and give articulate reasons that we think the writing's a mess. And I think we did in the Dark and the Wicked episode a while back. Mm-hmm. So if you want to hear that, go do that. The issue is I don't ever want to watch this again. And I think I would have to talk about it better. So,
well, we don't, because I think the issue is like, you don't want to pull out specific plot points in an episode where you said this spoiler free.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, there's only so much we can do, and we're not going to do a full episode on this. Yep. I don't think anyone wants
that.
No
one wants it.
I don't want to do it. Yeah. I want to watch it.
No, it's fun. I think this is cathartic. Maybe some people like our hatred.
I don't
Especially
know.
that we both hate it.
I try not to be pedantic with the hate either and just ramble, but I do feel like I've like tried to be very specific about things. As specific as I can be.
I was more just as a meta context outside of this actual movie is what pisses me off, because it does feel like a cash grab to me in the biggest sense of the word. So that's like the best way I could put it. And that's just if this was a true effort by this guy, like I think you need to get another job. Like to be honest. No, for real though. Like if this is a true effort and I'm getting these feelings away from it, come on. Not that I could do any better. I never said I could though.
Well, okay, so this is a horror movie. Do we think it's scary at all?
No.
Are there any successful scares for you?
No.
Okay, there was like one or two that I think you were just so zoned out.
That might have been it because I was so disinterested at a certain point.
This was like early. I was like,
oh, okay.
Matt had just traveled for work. So he was not in a great headspace for watching this movie, and then it not being a good movie.
Hey, don't steal my thunder on my hatred.
He just really like zoned out. But I was like, oh, Matt, actually watch this part. I think this is like kind of fun. And then Matt just
this movie went, whoa. You can't tell I was playing on my phone for this whole movie because that takes away from all the complaints I had about it.
Well, I wasn't, and I have the same complaint.
Okay, there you go. So I would say that this movie went completely erased from my brain the second it ended. Really, as I was watching it, the things that happened before were leaving my head.
Yeah, what I will argue is there's like one or two little scares that I thought were fun. Like the one where she's like trying on different outfits for an interview. That one I thought was a little fun. And then there's like another one later that jump scared me a little.
Okay.
But so it's not like
I remember her trying on outfits. I don't even remember what the scare was. That's crazy. Gone. I told you I erased it from my head.
Yeah, that's nuts. Maybe you should take notes.
No,
This movie is proof that Matt should take notes.
No, I told you my notes were that this movie made me.
All right, now you're actually getting pedantic.
Okay, sorry.
Now, so let's simmer.
Fine. Well, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have many
spoiler-free thoughts, I would say.
Yeah, there are no like.
Other than it's just a mess. It's just none of the threads connect. Any direction you think it might go, it doesn't. It doesn't lead anywhere. It's a complete nothingness. Is really the way I put it when I was done. Like it felt like things were just happening, and then the next thing happened, and then the next thing happened with no link between them. Would you agree with that? That's not pedantic. That's like an actual criticism.
A lot of the things don't have a link. There are a few things that I do think are linked, but could be linked a lot better. Because again, before the box shows up, we don't know Polly at all. That's her name.
Yeah.
I think had we established some of this a little before the lady showed up, it would work a lot better. Because it would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they just ever have one phone call with her mom about a job interview, but you don't understand why she was where she is in the first place mentally. Yeah. Like at all.
Yeah. I like assumed maybe like she had like a substance use disorder or like there was a reason why she was unemployed. And then they like...
Do they even ever explain why?
No.
That's even crazier. Like they set it up like, oh, like there's something wrong. Something's happening with her. But they never like say what. And then they never even establish what it was by the end of the movie.
Yeah. So like, I don't know why she got the box. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So, like, because we don't know the issue. We don't know what she was to learn from the box. And I don't know if she learned anything.
You put that was a point I had before I got lost in that I was like, it felt like there was something that was supposed to be gleaned from having the box. Like that, it felt like a parable, right? Which is like, I think what the original short story is. But when we as the audience have no idea what she was supposed to learn, like that's just a failure in your script immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You want to rate it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah's mad already. All right. I'm giving this a 1 out of 5 and a -5 on the Matt Dalton scale.
On Letterboxd, I gave it a 2 out of 5, so I'll give it like a 3.8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. 2 out of 10. Sorry.
And on the Matt Dalton scale, what did you give it?
A -5.
As in, don't touch this with a 10-foot pole?
Yeah.
I was also going to give it a -5.
There we go. All right, don't watch Vicious. Sorry. We hope you enjoyed our angry rant, though. Yeah. So, okay. All right, I've been Matt. Hanna.
I'm Hanna.
This is Horror with the Hanna. Stay tuned. Stay scared.
Thank you for listening to Horror Hour with the Hannas. Make sure to listen to future episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever else you can find podcasts. You can also find us on YouTube, where we post episodes and shorts. You can follow us at Horror Hour with the Hannas on TikTok and Instagram, as well as at Horror Hour on Blue Sky for more content. If you like the podcast, please follow and leave a review on your favorite podcasting app. Happy hauntings!